Welcome to Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Monday, September 26th, 2016. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Fresh off the electrifying Olympia weekend, this past weekend, another IFBB Super Show invaded Barcelona, Spain, for this year's edition of the Arnold Europe, where 47-year-old Dexter Jackson emerged with his 9th career Arnold victory and his record-breaking 27th professional win. In second place was a gargantuan Big Ramy, who tightened up a bit over the last week and brought his most dangerous look to the stage. Third place finisher William Bonac continued to impress, relegating Olympia runner-up Sean Roden to a disappointing 4th place. And rounding out the top 5 was an excellent Ruli Winkler. Over on the fitness side of things, Oksana Grishina continued her uncontested reign of dominance as she cruised to another win. Second place finisher Whitney Jones was extremely impressive, delivering what might have been her best performance to date. And rounding out the top 3 was an improved Regina Da Silva, who also brought her physique up a few notches since Olympia weekend. In case you missed any of the action from this weekend's events, don't forget to check out all the Arnold coverage and video and photos exclusively at RxMuscle.com. They didn't reserve all the fun on the other side of the pond this past weekend. We also had quite a bit of action right here stateside, including what turned out to be a very impressive showdown in Tampa, Florida at the IFBB Hurricane Pro. In the Classic Physique division, Antonio Mitchell became the first athlete to snag a 2017 Olympia qualification by earning his first career victory. Over in the figure division, rising contender Ivana Ivusic rebounded from a tough Olympia outing to lock up her second win of the season, edging out a solid push from runner-up Cassandra Carpenter. And in the bikini division, Asia Mendoza delivered the best performance of her young career to capture her first victory, along with a well-deserved Olympia qualification. We also had more bikini action out in the Heartland last weekend as our old friend, master promoter of the Midwest, Jack Tittoni, put on the Arkansas Pro Bikini Championships. And when the dust finally settled after a long day of action, it was rookie pro Elizabeth Yisrael who wound up taking home the hardware. Second place finisher Whitney Weiser rebounded strong after a tough outing at her first Olympia. And third place finisher Shannon Atkinson made the trip all the way from South Africa and delivered the best performance of her career, holding off a surge from veteran Vicky Counts, who finished 4th. Rounding out the top 5 was Pamela John, who managed to bring her best look of the season. Less than a week after making history by becoming the first man to win the Classic Physique Olympia crown, Danny Hester was back to making headlines this past weekend when he was spotted out at Gold's Gym Venice training alongside rising 212 pro Marate Ruelas. Hester and Ruelas was making their rounds through a monster arm training session as they both start to fire up the engines for what will hope to be a game-changing 2017 campaign. For Hester, next year represents a chance to come in and prove that he can indeed defend his title against a deep crop of competitors that seem to be growing by the day. And for Ruelas, 2017 offers an opportunity to get back on stage after being sidelined for the entirety of this year with a myriad of health issues. But with all the symptoms pointing to go on both sides, I'd say the future is looking very bright for both men. Improvement season is off to a running start for our old friend, Paulo Almeida. Over the weekend, Muscle in the Morning was able to get our hands on some exclusive pics of Almeida, who says that he's currently tipping the scales at a sidewalk-cracking 294 pounds. At the moment, this looks to be the best off-season conditioning we've seen from Almeida at this weight by far, and he really seems to have made a concentrated effort to maximize his post-show rebound and capitalize on his ability to grow. And with things just really starting to take off for one of the sport's hardest working athletes, you can only begin to imagine what sort of improvements he'll be able to make before he comes back next season to unveil Paulo 3.0. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark, Check out IronMagLabs.com today. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.